Good morning everyone and welcome to the channel. In this video we shall see how to install Neovim on your computer and how to navigate through it. The installation procedure for different OSs differs by a bit and I shall be showing you how to do this for a Mac, but first let me explain how to do this on Linux. So if you have Linux, you would already be quite familiar with the process. Just run sudo apt install neovim or sudo dnf install neovim depending upon which distro of Linux you have. Enter your passcode and voila, you have Neovim on your machine. Before installing Neovim on a Mac, however, I would recommend you install a different terminal emulator like iTerm2, the one I'm using, instead of the usual Apple terminal, as it does not support true color. What true color means is that Apple terminal can only show 128 colors, whereas there is no such restriction in iTerm2. Whichever terminal emulator you pick, just make sure it supports true color, lest Lua color schemes should not work on your Mac. To install Neovim on a Mac, you will need Homebrew, which is a package manager for macOS. So to install Homebrew, just run this script inside of your terminal. Now I already have this, so I won't be doing it again. And once you have it, you can just check if you have it by brew version. And you can see I already have brew on my machine. Now just check if you already have Neovim on your machine. Now I already do, so I need not install it, but in order to install it on this Mac, all you need to do is brew install Neovim and run it, and it should automatically install Neovim onto your machine. So once you have Neovim, you can enter Neovim by just pressing NVIM and enter. Now you'll be greeted with this screen. It is a modal editing program, which means there are different modes which serve different purposes. Right now we are in normal mode, in which we shall move about, delete, paste and reorder stuff. To enter insert mode, the one used for inserting code or text, you will need to press the small I key, and once you do that, you will be greeted with the ability to type. So and to exit insert mode, just press the escape key and you shall return to normal mode. Another mode is a replace mode, which allows you to overwrite stuff already written. So the way I just did it, you can activate this by pressing capital R in your system. For example, if you misspell anything, you can just go back to the word, press Ctrl R, retype it, and it's as if it was never wrong in the first place. There's also a visual mode which you can activate by pressing B, and in this you can select stuff to cut, copy, delete, or cut, copy and delete the part of the code selected. You can also cancel it by pressing the escape key again and go back to normal mode. The normal mode is like the main branch. To switch between modes, you almost 90% will have to enter normal mode first. So in normal mode, you can navigate through the code, and you can do this with the HJKL keys, which increase our speed, as you would not have to reposition your hand again and again to the arrow keys in order to change the position of your cursor. So to delete stuff, I can just do DW to delete word, D $ to delete till the end of the sentence, DD to delete a complete line. Tilde means the line is empty, there is no line here. For example, if I go to insert mode and add a couple of lines, these lines will not have tilde, which means these are lines with spaces. However, okay, 5DD means delete 5 lines. Now these lines are empty, so they are denoted by a tilde. You can also go to command mode by pressing the colon, and you can see our cursor jumps to the bottom of the screen. Here you can type commands like set number, which will show numbers on the screen, set relative number, okay. Command mode, set relative number, which will, oh, relative number, I misspelled it. Yeah, this will show you the current line number and how far the rest of the lines are from the current line. For example, if I extend it to some lines, it will show me the current line number and how far the next line is from it. So it makes stuff easy, as if I have to go to the header line, I just have to step 13k and it will take me to that line. So it increases speed, and this is the one I use. To add these, however, these configurations are not permanent, and if I quit Vim, which you do by typing :Q and entering, it will not allow me to quit right now. It will show me a warning that I have not saved my file, which I don't want to, so I'll override. So if I open Neovim again, so nvim, all the settings are gone. To provide these settings forever, you need to create a configurational file inside of, so you need to go to .config/nvim. If you don't have the directory, create it. Now, if we look inside of it, I already have some stuff from my previous configuration, which the main file of which I have deleted. So we are going to make that file called init.lua. Now we have init.lua here, and we are going to edit it using Neovim itself. To edit a file, just add the file name ahead of nvim. So let us insert like vim.wo.number is equal to true. Vim.wo.relative number is equal to true. This is how you define your configuration inside of Neovim. What else do we need? We will need a package manager. So let's go and find our lovely. This is the one I use. However, you can use someone else like Packer or Pack, but I'm going to use lazy.nvim. So go to the GitHub page and they shall show you how to install it. So there's this code which you have to place inside of init.lua. So I'll copy this code, and now to paste go to normal mode and press P. Okay, I forgot I had not combined the clipboards of the two stuff. Okay, never mind, Control V does it anyways. But you can also paste, like if I just delete this line, I can have it back by pressing P here. So P is for paste inside of normal mode. Now this is our file, and I have an internet connection. So if I save it and quit, and then run Neovim again, it will install that for me. And as you can see, we have that number. So those settings have been made permanent, and we have number and relative number forever on our Neovim right now. So going back to init.lua, I'll delete the swap file. So we can add further additional stuff here. For example, there's this thing called, why am I in visual mode, vim.wo.scroll-off, and let's just set this to be, I find my sweet spot to be 6. So once we save and run Neovim again, okay, so our file is not large enough to show this, so I'll extend it a bit. But when I start scrolling, you'll see now that I have 6 lines of code above my cursor visible. The cursor will not go further up, instead the file will scroll down. Same for the other side of the code, so I cannot show it probably because there's no text. Oh, I can. So the whole document will start shifting upward, keeping the last 6 lines visible. This will really help you in code editing and debugging when you need it. So one is this setting, and I guess this is enough for this video. We'll consider more stuff, we'll consider more configurations to this. This is just a package manager. We have not added any plugins yet, but you can see we have this by typing lazy. Okay, but I don't have it right now, I don't know why. Oh, I have not configured it yet. I will soon. So this is it for this video, and here you have learned how to install Vim on your computer, how to navigate through Vim, basics like configuration and how to quit Vim, of course. So :Q. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.